Hey there, everybody. We are live in my basement studio tonight. And we are going to have a blast here tonight, live in my basement. Etta James is here, of course, if you can hear her in the background. But let me tell you what, we have a fantastic show tonight. If you love the blues are going to be in the basement tonight. We have Mark Lassen and Stan Attenberger and Greg Benoit, some of my favorite people. Stan is actually visiting with Mark today. He's from Indiana, but he is an amazing singer-songwriter, and we're looking forward to having a little interview with him. So stay with us right here, live with Leslie Kolovich in my basement. So we are having some fun. Hey guys, how you doing?
Good. Hello.
Hey, Stan Attenberger, how you doing? All the way from Indiana?
Madison, Indiana.
Madison, Indiana.
Right on the Ohio River.
On the Ohio River. Nice. Oh, beautiful up there. So let's get, and Mark, I got to say hi to Mark.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hello.
And Greg back there. Hey, Greg, how's it going?
Good, as far as I know.
Hey, we can hear you on the mic too, so that works.
I just thought.
Fantastic. You're brilliant.
Say a little prayer, cross our fingers.
Say a little prayer for me. Right on. Okay, guys, let's talk a little bit. Stan, hang on, let me just do this. Stan, tell me a little bit about you. Mark told me just a bit about you, so this is like, I know that you are a fantastic singer-songwriter. Tell us a little bit about your music background and where that all comes from.
Well, my dad taught me to play guitar when I was like 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave me my first guitar, and I still have that guitar actually. It's unplayable, but I still have it. And he taught me how to play square dance music. When he was young, people used to go from one person's house to another and bring their instruments, and they'd play square dance music. And in those days, you had a banjo, a fiddle, and maybe an accordion, and the guitar player's job was to play 4 chords as loud as he could. And he taught me how to play that way, and he said, that's all you need to know about guitar.
Wow.
So then about 25 years later, I met Mark and realized there was more to it, and Mark's been sort of a music mentor to me.
Nice.
I've retired since then and moved away from the town where we both lived and had more time to devote to my music, and I'm actually improving some now.
Right on. Well, tell me a little bit about your songwriting. When did you start writing music?
Well, a friend of mine, Scott Murray Bate, was involved with the songwriters group in Nashville, Tennessee. He maintained a website for them. And he said, wouldn't it be neat if we had something like this in Madison, because there's just tons of talented musicians here.
Mm-hmm.
And so he got this songwriters circle started up, and we decided to have it at our house. And it meets once a month on the second Sunday.
What is that called, Mark? You told me like
Guitar-barbecue.
Guitar-barbecue.
That's right, yeah.
Nice.
I can't take credit for that name, but that's what we call it.
I like it.
So it's something to eat and a chance to perform your songs. And you can perform them even if they're not finished yet, and it's just okay.
All right, that's a very cool thing, to be able to be like-minded people who are, willing to just get out there and put out their music together. Yeah. Tell us about some of the songs that you have written. Have you written for some pretty big names?
Well, no, Mark has a different friend that's written famous music. But
Mark?
He's got lots of friends.
I get them mixed up.
We'll get him down here later, right?
He's later. He's coming next.
We'll get Costas later.
Yeah, but I've written songs about, I've written a lot of sad songs and some sweet songs.
Well, that's the blues, right?
Yeah, well, they're not really bluesy. They're more folky or I don't know.
Kind of
more
the
John
Americana.
Denver-ish or something,
John Denver,
or
okay.
James Taylor-ish or something like that.
Love it. And so where does your writing come from? Usually
things that concern me. I wrote a song about going to New York City the year after the World Trade Center was bombed.
Wow.
And
Wow.
I call that one New York baseball cap. I've actually got this baseball cap I bought on a tour of New York the year after the bombing happened, and I just protect that like it's precious. You know,
Right.
I didn't realize I would when I bought that cap.
Exactly.
And I wrote a song about that.
Well, will you be able to play that for us tonight?
Sure.
That would be fantastic. Love to hear that. And so, Mark, tell us how you guys met.
Well, I lived with my parents in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. I moved down there in '87, and I had been aware of them because my folks knew them so well. They had moved down there in '71, and so we just started knowing each other a little bit, you know, and I don't really know what brought us together on the guitars.
Well, you started this Sunday afternoon guitar get-together, you know, before I had taken a long layoff from playing guitar and wasn't playing that much, and I started going over to Mark's on Sunday afternoon and really got back into it.
Mm-hmm.
And what I was doing initially was I had students that would come over about noon on Sunday, and I'd teach them, and then they were welcome to stay for the group playing at 3. And I didn't have a lot of students, but the ones that I had would stick around for it, and then we'd have other people come and friends, and we'd get the song circle going.
Yeah.
And I would serve Kona coffee.
Nice.
I mean the real deal.
I like Kona coffee.
Yeah.
When you got the real Kona coffee.
We had a connection, and it lasted up until just a little while ago, and he sold the farm.
Sold the farm.
And somebody else bought the farm, you know.
And
I just talked to him. I says, we need some Kona. He says, I do too.
Yeah. So, Mark, how long have you been playing the blues?
Practically ever since I started playing. I started playing when I was 13, and I was very drawn to the blues.
Mm-hmm.
Old guys, you know, like Furry Lewis and Bucka White and Son House, and of course the other ones, you know, Jimmy Reed, some of the more well-known ones.
Right. Tell me
some
where
of the names that I mentioned, you know, probably not very many people know.
Right.
Even who they are.
Right. Tell me where, you know, where did the blues, like, when did it enter into your soul? Like, you just knew that this was something that you loved and you wanted to play. Was it at a young age?
Well, I was slain in the spirit when I was about 15, I guess.
Yeah.
Of the blues.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I got the chance to play when I was 19. In a club called the Blind Pig in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
The Blind Pig.
The Blind Pig. And it was fashioned after, you know, the old clubs that they'd come in and serve alcohol when it was Prohibition.
Yep.
Well, this one was similar. It had a basement venue for playing music, and then upstairs they had a coffee house kind of thing.
Nice.
And the owners were determined to you know, promote the blues and help the old guys that were still around.
Mm-hmm.
There were a few still around of the day.
Yeah.
And, you know, either their parents were slaves or they were slaves at the time.
Yeah.
And they worked in the cotton fields and then migrated north, you know. And the musicians came up for gigs to play, and of course, a lot of the workers came up to work in the factories and stuff like that. So there was kind of a movement of population from the south to the north. And that brought the blues from the Delta and the towns of Mississippi and down that way, Memphis and stuff, brought it up to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Chicago blues scene really blossomed.
Yep.
And you started hearing more and more good stuff out of that Chicago scene. And of course that's where Chess Records was.
Gotcha.
In Chicago.
Yep.
And so Chess Records, the guy who managed that, it was really instrumental in bringing a lot of careers, you know, into the limelight, and through his recording company. And And as far as I go, I really loved that music right from the first I heard it. And I started listening to real primitive blues. And I say primitive because it's just one guitar.
One guitar and a soul singing.
And a guy singing it.
Yeah, exactly.
And just like Robert Johnson and all the old guys that started out, that's how they started out.
That's right.
And ultimately, the blues influenced and brought about rock and roll, you know.
Right.
And so that's kind of the history of it.
The history of the blues is just, it's pretty incredible. You know, it encompasses some great pain, you know, in people's lives. But through the music, I think that I really think through the music saved a lot of people to be able to sing what they were feeling. You think?
And they were venting about their condition.
Yeah.
And that's why you shout the blues.
That's right.
You feel it in your gut.
Yeah.
And you lay it out right on the line.
It's all out
when
there.
you're singing those blues.
Yeah. You have a favorite that you just, especially like a female artist? I mean.
Oh, come on.
I mean, gosh, there is some.
Bonnie Raitt.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Bonnie Raitt for sure, and we've got, you know.
I'm in love with Bonnie Raitt.
Well, she's got a great voice.
I'd do a backwards flip for her. She's something else.
Yeah.
She's pretty.
How about you, Stan? Any particular artist that, you know, for the blues that you just wouldn't do a backflip like Mark?
Well, I like Etta James.
Etta James is
There you
definitely one of my favorites too. Greg, chime in here. Let's get to know you, Greg. Greg Benoit, you are originally from Canada, and you need to get into that mic so I can hear you good. There we go.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I like you. So tell us a little bit about your music background. I mean, you've been playing the blues for quite some time as well.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I started playing ukulele when I was 3. My dad played ukulele, so you can blame him if you like.
Okay.
He's passed on. He's gone to a greater place. But and my mom taught piano.
Nice.
So when I saw these young people, you know, doing the piano lessons, which were much more structured than ukulele.
Oh yeah.
I kind of gravitated towards ukulele. Now, I did finally learn a little keyboards at some point, but mostly what I do is stringed instruments, and graduated from ukulele to guitar when I was 6, and then started really playing guitar when I was 12 in church.
Wow.
Led folk masses, and like Mark was doing after Sunday afternoon, the young people would get together. We had a place called Marici Coffee House, and we'd get together with, initially acoustic guitars, but that turned into electric guitars in short order, because that was about 1966, and of course, once the Beatles hit, and
everybody got plugged in. Exactly.
In. So, and they're a big influence as far as, because being from Canada, the Beatles came over to Canada actually in '63.
Wow.
And played in Montreal.
So were you front row?
Lord, no. I was like, in '63, I was 10 years old. But there you go. You can not do the math now. But, no, but I was watching them on CBC.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
But they were a big influence as far as, you know, that type of thing. But as far as blues influences go, once I started getting into the blues when I was about 15 with the electric guitar.
Yep.
Because I really gravitated that way. I had a blues band when I was 15. I wasn't the leader, but I was in the band.
Yep.
We just did a lot of old-timey stuff from the mid to late 60s at that point, which was current. And I know, I guess my blues influences are different than Stan's and Mark's. As far as, believe it or not, as far as female influences go, I think somebody that kind of evolved from the blues is Janis Joplin.
Yeah, of course,
she did a lot of blues out there in Texas.
Yep.
But, you know, there was many people before her. I listened to a lot of, like Mark, some Jimmy Reed. But the people that I gravitated towards were more around the Detroit area. As far as blues artists, Josh White Jr., who's Josh White's son. I got the honor of being able to play with him when I was not very old.
Wow.
And he's a very sincere, honest, and that's what I like about the blues. It's a very sincere form of music.
Like we were talking
it's not
earlier,
packaged, it's not slick.
It's real. It's real.
You know, it's produced, but it's not like it's raw. You know,
right.
It is what you hear, or it is you get what you get there.
Right. Right.
So, and that to me means a lot. So.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm looking forward to hearing you guys play. And thank you for coming to my studio here today. And I really am liking this opportunity to be able to talk to you in depth, to get to know you guys more. And I know you're starting out a new band, the Mid Blues Crisis. And, we love the name. It's awesome. And I know you're really putting your heart and soul into this, going all out. So I'm glad to be able to have you first in my basement studio.
We're honored.
I was just going to say, it's my honor, and hopefully our honor, especially with all these people coming from Indiana and out of town.
That's right, Stan. Yeah, and I'm super excited to have Stan here, and tell us a little more about what we can expect from you tonight.
Whatever people tell me to do, I'll try to do it.
You can do it.
Well,
he's got a list. I'm telling on him, he's got a list.
You got a list.
He's checking it twice.
Nice. So you guys are just down here on vacation in Gulf Shores.
Uh-huh.
Nice. It's a little warmer than Indiana, right?
Yeah. We've actually been able to get out and walk on the beach and play some tennis, and folks up north are just thankful for days when it doesn't snow.
Yeah. Well, we have just had some beautiful weather the last few days here, and I'm glad that you've been able to enjoy that. Well, you guys want to get on it and get some music going here in the basement, live with Leslie, right?
Right,
live with Leslie. I'll get on the bass in the basement.
You get on the bass in the basement. There they are. Here we go.
This is a song by Muddy Waters. That's kind of a funny name, but his real name's McKinley Morganfield. So that's kind of a long name for a stage name. So
didn't they call him MM for short?
MM.
Before Eminem came along, they called McKinley Morganfield MM. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. A little tidbit for you.
They couldn't spell that one.
So the song is called "I'm Ready," and this is a song that is a blues that talks about. It's a braggadocio. I'm ready for you. Hope you're ready for me. Listen to the words. It goes something like this. Ready as anybody can be. Yeah, I'm ready. Ready as anybody can be. Well, I'm ready for you, and I hope you're ready for me. Well, I had a jack-handle pistol on a graveyard frame, shooting tombstone bullets, wearing ball and chain. Drinking TNT, smoking dynamite. Well, I hope some screwball wants to start a fight, 'cause I'm ready. Ready as anybody can be. Yeah, I'm ready for you, and I hope you're ready for me. Well, you pretty little chicks with your pretty little hair, I know you don't think I'm going nowhere. Stop what you're doing and come over here. I'll prove to you, baby, that I ain't no square, 'cause I'm ready. Ready as anybody can be. Yeah, I'm ready for you, and I hope you're ready for me. anybody can be. Yeah, I'm ready for you, and I hope you're ready for me. Well, I'm drinking gin like never before. Feels so good, well, I want you to know. One more drink, well, I wish you would. Takes a whole lot of loving to make this feel good. I'm ready. Yeah. Well, I'm ready for you, and I hope you're ready for me. Here we go. Ready. Ready as anybody. Yeah, I'm ready. Ready as anybody can be. Yeah, I'm ready for you, and I hope you're ready for me. Thank you.
Very much.
Just keep on going.
This is a song by a man named Robert Johnson, who is famous as the father of the blues. And he was one of those guys that just played a guitar and sang. And he wrote songs like this, Crossroads, become real famous by groups like Cream, Eric Clapton, and they did incredible versions of his music back in the 60s. And this song, when Eric Clapton played the lead, it's considered one of the top 5 lead guitar solos ever.
It's true.
And it's just incredible solo if you get a chance to listen to Crossroads by Cream. But I took that Robert Johnson version and I kind of combined the two, slowed it down, because I'm kind of slow anyway. And so it goes like this. I went down to the crossroads, fell down on my knees. I went down to the crossroads, fell down on my knees. Asked the Lord above for mercy, help me if you please. I went down to the crossroads, tried to beg a ride. I went down to the crossroads and tried to beg a ride. Well, nobody stopped to help me, everybody passed me by. Take my rider by my side. I'm going down to Rosedale. Take my rider by my side. You can barrel house, mama, down by the riverside. You can run, tell my friend boy Willie Brown. You can run, oh, tell my friend boy Willie Brown that I'm a-standing on the crossroads and I believe I'm sinking down.
Jug band music?
Yeah. This is going to be a fun song for everybody. Yeah. Let me do the intro and then jump in. This is a neat song because it's jug band music. And I think that could be said to be a form of the blues.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that was down at Tin Pan Alley back in the day, and where everybody played instruments made out of whatever, tin cans, jugs, they blow on the jugs, they have a wash tub bass, and
those bass players, I heard they always needed baths, that's why they got
yeah, double duty for the bass, And so this song was actually penned by John Sebastian of the Lovin' Spoonful. And it's right in the tradition of the old jug band music. So. And that's what it's called, jug band music. Starts like this.
I was down in Savannah eating cream and bananas when the heat just made me faint. I began to get cross-eyed, I thought I was lost, I begun to see things as they ain't. So the relatives gathered to see what's the matter, the doctor come to see was I dying. But the doctor said, give 'em jug band music, it seemed to make 'em feel just fine. I was told a little tale about a skinny as a rail 8-foot cowboy with a headache. He was hung up in the desert swatting rats and trying to get a drink of water with his knees a-getting dust caked. And he threw in a sentence how he stumbled into Memphis, Tennessee, hardly crawling, looking dust-baked. We gave him a little water, a little bit of wine. He opened up his eyes, but they didn't seem to shine. And the doctor said, give him jug band music, it seems to make him feel just fine. So if you ever get sickly, get sister, run quickly to the dusty closet shelf and pull out a washboard and play a guitar chord and do a little do-it-yourself. And call on your neighbors to put down their labors and come and play the hardware in time. 'Cause the doctor said, give 'em jug band music, it seemed to make 'em feel just fine. I was floating in the ocean, greased in suntan lotion, when I got wiped out by a beach boy. He was surfing when he hit me, but jumped off his boat to get me, and he dragged me by the armpit like a child's toy. As we staggered into land with all the waiters eating sandwiches and tried to mooch a towel from the hoi polloi. He emptied out his eardrums, I emptied out mine. And everybody knows that the very last line is the doctor said, give him jug band music, it seems to make him feel just fine.
So, Leslie, they can all get their jugs out now.
Everybody get your jugs out. You got your jugs?
I heard there was a little wine being passed around, I should say. Maybe they get their bottles out.
If you want me to. What do we got?
Bringing out the list.
I should have asked if we had any hand drum players here.
Karina. All right.
I'm going to start whacking this thing in between.
It's an E.
Okay.
Ken.
Karina. An E.
Yes, sir.
You got a lead in?
Yeah.
Karina, Karina, where you been so long? Karina, Karina, where you been so long? I've been sitting here worrying about you, baby. Baby, please come home. I got a bird that whistles, I got a bird that sings, I got a bird that whistles, I got a bird that sings. But I ain't got Karina, life don't mean a thing. Karina, Karina, gal, you're on my mind. Karina, Karina, gal, you're on my mind. I'm a-sitting here thinking about you, baby. I just can't keep from crying. Thank you.
By the way, that was written by Robert Johnson.
That's correct.
And not a lot of people know that. It was a real popular song after he was dead, I think.
A lot of his were.
Yeah.
Bob Dylan, I think, gets a lot of credit for not writing it, but at least bring it to the forefront.
Yeah, he did that cover on his first album, Corina, Corina.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we do, why don't we do a Howlin' Wolf song?
Works for me. We almost had a full moon the other day.
Yeah, full moon. Howlin' Wolf was his name, you know, and he would howl. Great big guy. I really loved him. Or still do. I mean, he was a really cool guy, and I really looked up to him because I'm a big guy, and he could shout them out, boy. He could sing the blues. But this one's called Wang Dang Doodle.
So jump in anytime.
Tell old Automatic Slim, tell old Razor Toting Jim, tell old Butcher Knife Toting Annie, tell old Fast Talking Fanny, she's gonna pitch a ball down at the Union Hall. We're gonna romp, stomp till midnight, gonna fuss and fight till daylight. We gonna pitch it, wang dang doodle, all night long,
All night long,
all night long,
all night long,
all night long.
all night long.
that Caroline died, Connor and Pete they would buy. They'll put a time on the windows, gonna break down all the doors. We gonna pitch it, wang dang doodle, all night long,
all night long,
all night long,
all night long.
We gonna pitch it, wang dang doodle, all night long,
all night long,
all night long, all night long, all night long. Thank you. Thank you. Now this comes to Jimmy Reed, my favorite all-time blues guy. Not very well known, but just a real cool character. And he had a sense of humor. And he would write songs about, like, how he loves her, but she doesn't even know your name, you know. So, yeah, we ought to do that one.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay. It's called Don't Even Know My Name.
Jimmy Reed kind of did what's it called, jump blues and swing blues, too. He was one of the first people to incorporate kind of a jump thing in blues and then a swing type of thing, too.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, we now have, as a band, a instrument that is pretty much the one that he used back in the day. It's a 55K electric guitar, and I've got it here with me. Maybe we can show it to the audience.
We'll take a break.
Yeah, we'll take a break. Because it's a rare bird. You just won't ever see another one like it. And it plays. And maybe we'll play a little bit for you. But it's toned to the bone. I mean, back in the day like that, they really had some good sound. And along with the good music they were making. And the instrument makers were making some good instruments, too. So. Anyway, let's do I Don't Even Know Your Name. In E. Let me tell you, baby, I tell you what I would do. I would rob, steal, kill somebody just to get back home to you. Now ain't that loving you, baby? Ain't that loving you, girl? Ain't that loving you, baby? But you don't even know my name. Let me tell you, baby, it don't sound like it's true. My body might die and my spirit's gonna rise and come home to you. Now ain't that loving you, baby? Ain't that loving you, girl? Ain't that loving you, baby? But you don't even know my name. Well, they may kill me, baby, baby, just like they do. My body might die, but my spirit's gonna rise and come home to you. Ain't that loving you, baby? Ain't that loving you, girl? Ain't that loving you, baby? but you don't even know my name. You don't even know my name. You don't even know my name. He did another one. He was unusual with his blues. This is a blues, but it's very, very unusual because the way the songs, you know, Honest I Do.
Honest I Do, yeah.
Yeah.
This kind of swings a little.
Mm-hmm. And it starts on the 1, it goes to the 5, which is, it usually goes 1, 4, 5, if you know the numbers schemes. This one it's unusual. I have a friend in the audience. I'm going to dedicate this song to you, Donna. Don't you know that I love you? Honest I do. You're the sweetest little woman that I ever knew. Please tell me you love me and stop driving me mad. When I woke up this morning, I never felt so bad. And don't you know that I love you? Honest I do. You've never met no one quite like you. But please tell me you love me. Stop driving me mad. When I woke up this morning, I never felt so bad. Don't you know that I love you? Honest I do. And I woke up this morning, well, there you were. Please tell me you love me. Stop driving me mad. When I woke up this morning, never felt so bad. Honest I do. Honest, honey.
Well, it's out there in the world now. That's all I can say.
I'm trying to think of another like that, but
I was going to say, well, Bright Light's big city, but I don't know if you want to do that or not.
Yeah. I think I can do that.
See how you feel about it. Since we're on the Jimmy Reed.
Yeah.
Used to be the Donna Reed show, but we switched to the Jimmy Reed show this evening. Which is a good channel to switch to.
You got one you want to do?
No, that's Bright Lights, Big City.
Okay, Bright Lights.
It's an A.
You want to do an A?
No, it's an A. Make it an E. Yeah.
Let me hear
Make
that.
it an E.
Bright Lights.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You got it. That's it. Pay no attention to the man with the baseball cap.
Bright light, big city, gone to my baby's head. Bright light, big city, gone to my baby's head. Well, I hope you remember some of those things I said. Bright lights, big city, gone to my baby's head. Bright lights, big city, gone to my baby's head. I hope you remember some of those things I said. Bright lights, big city, gone to baby's town. Go ahead, pretty baby, gone and knock yourself out. Hope you remember some of those things I said. Go ahead, pretty baby, gone and knock yourself out. Go ahead, pretty baby, go ahead, knock yourself out. Well, you don't even remember some of those things I said. A bright light, big city, gone to my baby's head. By light, big city, gone to my baby's head. Well, you don't know nothing but believe everything you say.
Without percussion, okay. Who's gonna play the drum now? And an organ. I'm gonna do the bass part. I'm gonna do the organ on the bass part. Okay. You really want to hear that? Huh?
You really want to hear that?
Stan, do you know that song?
I can do it in D minor, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sort of like a.
That's what kids in.
D minor.
I got a black magic woman. I got a black magic woman. Got a black magic woman. She got me so blind I can't see. She's a black magic woman and she's trying to make a devil out of me. Don't turn your back on me, baby. Turn your back on me, baby. Don't turn your back on me, baby. Stop messing around with your tricks. Don't turn your back on me, baby. You just might pick up my magic sticks. I got a black magic woman, black magic woman. Got a black magic woman turning my heart into stone. I need you so bad, magic woman, I can't leave you alone. Take it out.
That was written by Peter Green of the old Fleetwood Mac when they were in England. Yeah. And there's some argument in my mind anyway. I saw a guy named Gabor Szabo sing that song long before Peter Green and long before Santana, back in the early 60s. So I don't know who really wrote it. I have some question in my mind. I think Peter Green probably arranged Gabor Szabo's version. Yeah. So.
One of those songs that probably came out, and there's a lot of blues songs that people never got credit for, to be honest about it, that came out later, and different people were re-releasing or releasing them under things, and they finally started to straighten that up. It took 50 years at least. Yeah, it's still going on, partly.
Mm-hmm. And that, of course, reflects on the story of Robert Johnson and meeting the devil at the crossroads and selling his songs and his soul to the devil. But anyway.
Not coming up on another one, you think? Stan, you got anything you want to throw in there, buddy?
I just did one. You guys do something.
Oh, that's right. Thank you, Stan.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be trading back and forth.
Yeah.
I thought that went rather well for just throwing it out there, so thank you.
New York baseball cap?
Yeah.
We're going to do baseball caps, yeah, okay.
All right, we were talking a while ago about a song I wrote. Peggy and I went to New York City the year after the World Trade Center was bombed. And we took a tour and saw the site where the bombing happened. And I happened to buy a souvenir cap and just said New York 2002 was all it said. And the more I thought about that cap, the more important it became. And I've still got it, and I protect it like it's precious, and it doesn't. I keep it clean, and I wrote a song about that. I've got a dozen baseball caps, I wear them all the time. If they last a year or so, that suits me fine. But there's one that I keep clean, it speaks about the past. My New York City baseball cap, I try to make it last. I try to make it last. It says New York 2002, that says a lot, you know. It says we knew you'd want to come, we knew we'd make a go. It's not about revenge or war, doesn't ask for pity. Just says, yeah, we're still here, and we're proud of New York City. We went there in 2002, we had a nice boat ride. It was a nice September day, we really liked our guide. He told us all about his town, his voice was filled with pride. He showed us where the towers were, where so many died. The cap was just a souvenir, didn't seem like much. But now I only wear it just for holidays and such. Just for holidays and such. It says New York 2002, that says a lot, you know. It says we knew you'd want to come, we knew we'd make a go. It's not about revenge or war, doesn't ask for pity. Just says, yeah, we're still here, and we're proud of New York City. I can't believe it's been so long, time goes by so fast. But sometimes we remember and we think about the past. We hit back every way we could, and maybe that was right. Some things are just really hard, even in hindsight. Even in hindsight. It says New York 2002, that says a lot, you know. It says we knew you'd want to come, we knew we'd make a go. It's not about revenge or war, doesn't ask for pity. Just says, yeah, we're still here, and we're proud of New York City. Thank you.
That's what I call a patriotic song. All right, good to go there. That was great.
Touching one. Does anyone in the crowd have any questions for any of these guys you want to ask them, or something you? This could be an interactive kind of thing. No, not yet.
No takers yet.
No takers yet. Come on, Pat. I know you've just got a burning question.
No, I don't have any questions.
No questions. Okay.
Ask them all at the county commissioners meeting.
County commissioners meeting. Anyone got a song about that?
Yeah, we need one.
Oh, I don't know.
Which county?
Yeah. All right, Mark, what's up next?
I'm just thinking of one here. I don't know if I should
I
try
want to
it.
hear Nate. I want to hear Mark sing Nate.
Okay.
Nadine,
Yeah,
that's a great one.
there's a good one. This is by a guy who's the father of rock and roll. And back in the 50s, he came out with Maybelline.
You gotta tell them that story.
Yeah. You know, there is a story there. Can I tell a story? I was in this band when I was young and dumb and touring across the country, and we ended up in Missoula, Montana for some reason. And Chuck Berry was playing at the University of Montana auditorium there. And we were just, nuts about Chuck Berry at the time, and knew all his songs and did a bunch of them. And the way it was set up for him, he was just to come to town, bring his suitcase and his guitar, rent a car, go to the gig, do the gig, and he had everything there for him, the amplifier and all that stuff that he needed. And the band that was supposed to know his material and back him up. So it sounded like, a real band. Unfortunately, Missoula, Montana's bands didn't come up to standards. And we were just livid about it because we knew he could do a better job, So we wanted to tell Chuck about that, and plus we wanted to meet him. So we hung out behind the stage and waited till he came out and jumped in his rental car. He took off, and we took off after him. In our VW microbus, full of equipment, 5 people. And we took off after him, and he went up the street and over the bridge there, Higgins Street Bridge, and he got up and made the mistake of turning left. It took him right into town. If he went right, he could have lost us, and gone out into the highway. But he went into town, and he knew we were on him. We were on his tail. So he pulled into a restaurant, went in and sat down and got a cup of coffee. So we went in with, I went in, the drummer, and the drummer's girlfriend went in and, sat down next to him and started talking. And, he was, kind of shy about it and everything. And we said that we were fans and just started small talk with him and saying that we really respected him and all this. And asked him to come to a party at our house. And we had a little band house in Missoula, and everybody lived there, The band and all the fans, half of them anyway. And so we invited him over to that house, and he was hesitant about it, and he said, I don't know how to get there and everything. So we said, here, Linda will show you. So we let Linda take him, and he took off, or they took off, and we went back to the house, and a couple hours later he shows up, and and he goes right in the kitchen and rustles up some eggs. He cooked his own eggs and ate some eggs, and then he came into the living room and sat down, and we had it all dark with some candles, and we're sitting there, and I got out my guitar. I got a D18 Martin, and I gave it to him. I said, well, play us something, and so he did all night. I suppose he got there around 1 or 2 or something, 1 o'clock. But he talked to us and had us mesmerized. You can imagine young kids and that really looked up to him. And he talked to us. He taught us, He recited poetry, Longfellow, verse after verse after verse, from memory, Brilliant man. And he talked about music and talked to us about composition, about writing, and how to make a bridge, which is a part of a song, and he taught us how to kind of take you around the corners, way he put it, with the music, and then bring you back at the end, And he was promoting an album at the time, and so he played some songs off that. And when the sun started coming up, he packed up, and he and Linda took off. No.
The story doesn't end there.
He and Linda went to Seattle.
There's a song in there somewhere.
There must be a song.
Linda went with him. That was the next gig.
So
That's
what's
the way
this?
things were.
What's the next song called?
Nadine.
Nadine.
That's a Chuck Berry song.
All right.
And
He said all that to say this, right?
That was my intro.
World's longest song introduction.
As I got on the city bus and found a vacant seat, thought I saw my future bride walking up the street. I shouted to the driver, hey conductor, you must slow down, I think I see her, please let me off the bus. Nadine, honey, is that you? Nadine, darling, where are you? Seem like every time I catch up with you, you got something better to do. Well, I saw her from the corner when she turned and doubled back. Saw her walking toward a coffee-colored Cadillac. Moving through the crowd, trying to get to where she's at. I was campaigning, shouting like a southern diplomat. Nadine, honey, is that you? Nadine, darling, where are you? Seem like every time I catch up with you, you got something better to do. Like a wayward summer breeze. Go, driver, go, and capture for me, please. Moving through the traffic like a mounted cavalier, leaning out the taxi window, trying to make her hear. Nadine, honey, is that you? Whoa, Nadine, darling, where are you? It seems like every time I catch up with you, you got something better to do. It seems like every time I get with you, you got something better to do. It seems like every time I catch up with you, you got something better to do.
I think somebody like that. Pat, I should have gave you this hand drum. You could have been smacking the drum over there. I keep asking for volunteers, Leslie.
ZZ Top?
Okay.
Okay.
I gotta do the only one I know.
You only know, you know more than one.
I think
You're just not thinking about it.
Yeah, well, I know one. I know one right now.
He knows one right now.
This is called Blue Jean Blues.
Let's set this one out.
Okay. run into my baby, find my old blue jeans. I run into my baby, finally found my old blue jeans. I knew they was mine from the oil and gasoline. If I run into my blue jeans, how happy you think one man'll be. If I get back my blue jeans, how happy to think one man could be. I get him back. My baby be bringing him back to me. Thank you so much. You know, this is fun.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah. I feel like the slow blues now. I'm getting into a mood.
You're getting into a mood. Do we need to dim the lights?
Yeah, I was just going to say, we're just going to ask for some mood lighting.
I'll tell you what.
Blue lights?
I'll tell you
Blue
what.
light specials.
Tell you what. I've got one for you.
He's got one.
All right.
Yeah, I got one for you.
Can I dim the lights?
No. Something might happen. That'd be spooky. Same thing? Yeah. Okay, it's C. What makes a man go crazy about a woman who's dressed so fine. What makes a man go crazy about a woman who's dressed so fine? It's just the same old thing. Makes a tomcat fight all night. What makes you big men wanna chase a big leg woman around? How come you big men wanna chase a big leg woman around? It's the same old thing. Makes a hound dog go rumbling round. It's just the same old thing. It's just the same old thing. Tell me who's to blame. Whole world's fighting about that same thing. You know what I'm talking about.
Same thing. Same thing.
What makes a man go crazy when a woman puts her nightgown on? What makes a man go crazy when a woman puts her nightgown on? It's just the same old thing. Makes a preacher lay his Bible down. It's the same old thing. It's the same old thing. Tell me who's to blame. Whole world's fighting about that same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing. Same thing. Same thing.
Same thing.
I'm kind of blushing.
That was another Muddy Waters.
Thank you very much.
I'm blushing.
Oh, really?
Amen. Amen. Well, just remember, amen.
That's right.
I don't mean Marilyn Monroe. However,
Marilyn Monroe, yes.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. There you go. Yeah.
Probably inspired a lot of songs.
Yeah, that's true. She probably did. Well, we're having a great time here in the Basement Studio, live with Leslie here on Hound Dog Radio. I'm so glad to have you both, all three of you here, actually, Greg, Mark, and Stan. We're having a great time tonight. And if you're online, go ahead, and if you have any, maybe some requests, maybe we can get some people to see if you know some of the songs. We can do that, too.
You know it, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Send them in, and we'll see if we can send them out.
That's right. Sounds good.
Belt
Sounds
them out.
good.
We'll belt them out, yeah.
Yeah, you can belt them out. Yeah. Well, I know we got to hear some Mojo Rising, you know.
Oh, boy. Well, I got to find my harmonica.
Oh, isn't it on your neck?
It's on your neck.
It's on you. There it is.
Oh, that beautiful harp footage.
You never go anywhere without your harp.
We went over this the other day.
Where's my hat? No.
Where's my hat? Where's my harp?
Where's my harp?
Well, I'm going to take it out of this. I just keep it there.
Well, you guys, I have seen you guys play at several different places, and but this is really a treat just to have you like all to mine own. Pretty spoiled here in this room.
Go
all
on,
of these
you guys,
people
get
here, we
out
are
of here.
very spoiled. Yeah.
Just remember, this is an audience participation song, so wherever you are, just jump right in, join right in.
That's right.
He's right.
That's
He's
right.
No,
You're going to love this song. This is a lot of
If we had
fun.
100 harmonicas, we'd pass them out to our closest friend.
Yeah. And we'd get, and it is an audience participation. Because when we sing, I got my mojo working, you all sing answer and response. You know, same
I
thing.
got my mojo working.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into it.
Here we go.
Got my mojo working. I start on the guitar. If I can get it turned on. Here we go. 2, 3. I got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. I got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. Well, I want you so bad that I don't know what to do. I'm going down to Louisiana, get me a mojo hand. I'm going down to Louisiana, get me a mojo hand. Gonna have all you women right at my command. I got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. I got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. Well, I want you so bad that I don't know what to do. Come on, harmonica. I've got a gypsy woman giving me advice. Got me a gypsy woman giving me advice. Gotta grab all the women and put that girl on iron. I I got my mojo working.
Mojo working.
I got my mojo working.
Got my mojo working.
Got my mojo working.
Got my mojo working.
I got my mojo working.
Mojo working.
I got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. Let's do it one more time. Got my mojo working.
I got my mojo working.
I got my mojo working.
Got my mojo working.
Got my working. Got my mojo working.
Got my mojo working.
I got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. Mojo.
I love that song. Yep. Hey, Mikey, she'll eat anything.
House of the Rising Sun.
Mine to give up living in G minor. This is a really old song. I don't even know how old it is. It's ancient. 20s, yeah. And it was recorded by B.B. King, and all kinds of blues artists have done it. And it's called I Got a Mind to Give Up Living. A little sad or something, but that's the blues. Sometimes the blues are really sad. And that's one like this. It goes, I got a mind to give up living, go shopping instead. I got a mind to give up living, go shopping instead. Buy me a tombstone and be pronounced dead. I read your letter this morning. It was on your place in bed. Read your letter this morning. That was on your place in bed. That's when I decided I'd be better off dead. letter said, ain't no use thinking they're ever hoping to get me back. Ain't no use thinking they're ever hoping to get me back. 'Cause it's all over now, and baby, you can bet on that.
I kind of like that
Well, listen, I gotta have some water.
We're gonna share the water.
Hey, do you guys know any Grateful Dead? Do you?
Well, do we know the Grateful
Yes,
Dead?
I do.
Say what?
Yes, I do.
Yes, we
But
do.
I'll tell you what, though. My manager told me,
Your manager.
you know who my manager. Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, you mean the manager?
He
The,
must have talked to him tonight.
Oh, okay.
I ran this song by him,
With a capital T, I guess.
and he
Yes.
said that I should change the words, at least some of them.
You can't change a Grateful Dead word.
Well, that they're a little off color, I guess.
Well,
We talked about that on
okay.
before, yeah.
As long as there's no F,
No F word.
then we're fine.
It's the subject matter.
Which song are we talking about?
We're talking about Good Morning Little Schoolgirl.
Okay, I don't know.
Johnny Winter did a version of this too, if that helps.
Isn't there another one you can play, Mark?
I don't know which one's worse about that. Johnny Winter at that point. He did
Yeah.
it in the 60s and they did it in the 70s, so take your pick.
Well, what about Pat just had said House of the Rising Sun?
That's close.
We can do that.
Can we do that one? That's better. That's a little
Thank
better.
you for
Maybe
that save, Pat.
there's a good save, Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll take the hint.
Yep.
It's really not that bad, but oh well. Go ahead and sing it.
Sure.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambling man needs is a suitcase and a trunk, and the only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drunk. Oh, mothers, tell your children not to do what I have done. Don't spend your life in shame and misery beneath the rising sun. Well, I got one foot on the platform, the other foot on the train. I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain. Well, there is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. Thank you.
We have Mark Benoit on the bass, Greg Lassen on the guitar. Did I say Greg what did I say?
Mark Lassen and Greg Benoit.
Isn't that what I said?
Mark Benoit.
A little bit dyslexic
sometimes
or
we can
something,
prove it.
yeah. Are you sure? I need to see a birth certificate.
You don't even know my name.
I didn't even hear that
We sang
wrong.
that song, you don't even know my name.
You know that song?
That's ready to roll. That.
I am, y'all get me fired up here.
Okay, you
Song
ready to
had
dance?
The mojo going.
Okay,
Oh, there you go.
Rolling Stones. How about that?
Yeah.
We don't need no drummer playing no stinking Rolling Stones.
No. Give me that drum. All right.
No offense, Mick. Or Ronnie Woods.
Pat's ready
You're
to.
playing the air guitar.
I saw that. Why don't you get this drum and get going here?
She's a drummer, actually.
I thought so. The way she was waving them. Come on, Pat. Come on. You don't know my own thing.
So, which Rolling Stones song do you?
Just thinking, I have there's a few that I do, but I don't.
This one, Kent.
I personally don't do
Yes, we do.
any songs that you'd probably recognize. I mean, like I do.
Satisfaction.
You gonna sing it?
I don't know. It's kind of high for me.
I'm no Mick Jagger. That's
Okay, that makes two of
Which
us.
one did you say, Kent?
Give me shelter.
Give me shelter.
Give me shelter.
Do it.
Trouble is, I don't know the words to that one. I know one that is kind of pretty. You wouldn't think the Rolling Stones wrote it.
All right.
How about that one?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll recognize.
Let's hope so.
This is the season of the day. I sit and watch the children play. Smiling faces I can see, but not for me. I sit and watch as tears go by. I sit and watch the children play. Smiling faces I can see, but not for me. I sit and watch as tears go by. It's the evening of the day. I sit and watch the children play. Smiling faces I can see, but not for me. I sit and watch as tears go by.
Now that we've done our evening song.
We're slowing down. We got to pick this up.
We got to pick it up.
Yeah, bring us around the curve again.
Yeah, bring us around the corner. Okay.
Bring us around the corner.
Oh boy.
How about down on the corner?
Down on the corner. Do it.
Talking about Willie and the Boar Boys all right. Yeah. Go tell Willie. He's on the corner.
How about?
Credence or something? What do you
Yeah.
want?
Yeah. Do you want to do one there?
I'm sorry.
Do you want to do one
No, I was just thinking something up tempo, that, you know.
Yeah.
One of those creeds.
Did you ever do Nadine?
Yeah.
We did it.
Okay.
Yeah, now we got to start getting the list out again because it's like
Yeah.
2 hours. You're just about. It's a 2-hour marathon. Wait, about half done.
Did I think of anything, a funny song?
Oh, funny songs.
Okay, I know it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Gotta find the key.
That'd be a little better than
Well, I don't know why I love you like I do. Nobody in the world can get along with you. Got the ways of a devil sleeping in the lion's den. Come home last night, wouldn't even let me in. You're the kind of woman makes a man lose his brain. You're the kind of woman that drives a man insane. You give me the blues, I guess you're satisfied. You give me the blues, I wanna lay down and die. Well, after when you had no shoes on your feet, pretty mama. After when you had no food to eat. You're the kind of woman I just don't understand. Taking all my money and give it to another man. You're the kind of woman makes a man lose his brain. You're the kind of woman that drives a man insane. You give me the blues, I guess you're satisfied. You give me the blues, I wanna lay down and die. You give me the blues, I wanna lay down and die. You want another one?
That's pretty harsh.
Yeah. But this one's.
After that, next
Yeah, let me do this one because this one's a shocker. I mean, oh man,
Shocking.
This is
Film at 11.
This is a Homer and Jethro song.
Yeah. No, I know Homer. He's still living.
Yeah,
He's in East Tennessee.
Yeah.
Knoxville, well, South Knoxville.
And if you take offense at this, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend anybody. Okay, but they didn't either. It was just a joke. Here it goes. Let me go, let me go, let me go, blubber. Let me scat like a cat away from you. You're too fat in the first place, you know it's true. You're too fat in the second place, too. When you had your appendix removed at last, they didn't know whether to operate or blast. Let me go, let me go, let me go, blubber. You're just too much for me.
I can't believe I never heard you do that before.
You don't believe I did that? I don't either. Can we take a break?
Do you need to have some pizza? Do you want to eat something?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can play a
thirsty.
little Bonnie Raitt for a little bit,
yeah.
and we
You'll
can
never
play.
come back, you start playing that, I'll tell you.
That's right.
He'll be doing somersaults, right?
That's right.
No,
And I
yeah.
understand that Peggy, right? Yeah, I should talk to you. That's what Mark said. Yes.
Get Peggy on the line.
Get Peggy on the line.
Well, Peggy can tell you a lot about Stan.
Usually us wives can do that, you know.
See, my wife's not here tonight. So.
Guess we just make up things.
You've got Dawn over here. Who Mark serenaded earlier on there. So.
That's right. And Donna, we need to know all about you.
Give a woman's perspective. That's what I always say.
Talk to the woman. We know
That's
more
right.
about the
Really
man,
knows
right? Okay, well, we'll go ahead and play a little Bonnie Raitt. Just take a quick 5-minute break or so, and I'll come back and talk to Peggy and Donna and Joan and Karen and everyone who's in the house tonight. But how about a little Bonnie Raitt? How about this
You know
is...
the one, Women Be Wise?
I don't have that one.
Oh, I'll sing it for you.
Okay, sing it for us.
Women be wise, keep your mouth shut, and don't advertise your man. Women be wise, keep your mouth shut, and don't advertise your man. Your best friend may be a highbrow, changes clothes 3 times a day. But what do you think she's doing now that you're so far away? She's a-loving your man in your own damn bed. You better find yourself a doctor to investigate your head. Women be wise, keep your mouth shut, and don't advertise your man. Oh, don't do it. Don't advertise your man.
This is pretty cool. In the basement at my house. Basement Studio, live with Leslie Kolovich. Let's take you back. See who's playing on the music right now, and then we're going to try and get these guys back on here. All right, we are back.
I hear that train a-comin', it's coming round the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps on moving on down to San Antone. And mother, she once told me, you're a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Take it, Mark. Well, I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car, probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming, I know I can't be free. But those rich folks keep on moving, that's what tortures me. Well, if I wasn't in this prison, if that railroad train was mine, bet I'd move this train a little further down the line, far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Take it out, Mark. Thank you.
I'll do one. And then, can you do Dan when I finish this?
Sure.
Okay. I got a request. But first I'm going to do a song just as a point of information. The first song that Johnny Cash wrote with his brother was called, let me think of the name. Let me just sing it, and you'll see the titles in there somewhere. Outside my door, the leaves are falling. The cold, wild wind does blow. Sweethearts walk by together, and I still miss someone. Oh, well, I never got over those blue eyes. I see them everywhere. I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. Let's go up to A. I go out on a party to look for a little fun, but I find a lonely corner, 'cause I still miss someone. Oh, well, though never got over those blue eyes, I see them everywhere. I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. I wonder if she's sorry for ruining what we'd begun. There's someone for me somewhere, and I still miss someone. Oh, I never got over those blue eyes. I see them everywhere. I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. Johnny Cash, believe it or not.
Well, that was close, Ken.
So you want to just me to launch into it without really any story here? Okay.
No, go ahead.
All right. Well, this is a song that I wrote about a fictional person called Mr. Dan, and it's a fictional person, but Mark requested that I do it because it reminds him of somebody that he once knew. They call him Mr. Dan. He never speaks, they say. He walks down by the river early in the day. He walks a steady walk. He walks a measured pace. His eyes are down, his broad-brimmed hat is low across his face. I wonder where you're going, Mr. Dan. If I say good morning, he looks up in fake surprise. His smile is sad, he looks at me with kindly knowing eyes. I think he'd like to shake my hand and ask me for my name. I hesitate, but he just nods and walks on just the same. Have a nice day, Mr. Dan. What's your sad secret, Mr. Dan? You can do so much here, something tells me so. I bet you're strong and really smart, don't know how I know. Won't you tell us your sad secret, Mr. Dan? I see him in the bookstore, his face is toward the stack. I say a soft hello, but he's looking at the stack. I think I knows he's there, even though he seems surprised. The smile's already there by the time he lifts his eyes. What's your sad secret, Mr. Dan? He's not that old, his face is clean, his shoes are polished bright. His back is firm, he holds his back upright. He might have been a leader, a big important man. Now he seems to keep alone any way he can. What's your sad secret, Mr. Dan? What's your sad secret, Mr. Dan? You could do so much here, something tells me so. I bet you're strong and really smart, don't know how I know. Won't you tell us your sad secret, Mr. Dan? Thank you.
I love your songwriting.
Thank you.
It really evokes something.
Which one did you want? What did Peggy want? She wanted.
Shit, we did that. We did Folsom Prison Blues.
Oh, okay.
Or one of his originals? Probably one about the
Oh.
Indians. I love that song.
The Indian song?
Yeah, me too.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. I've had a request for another song that I wrote.
Tell them about that one. That's an interesting story.
All right. Well, in the early 1800s, the U.S. Army moved Indian tribes to Oklahoma from their lands east of the Mississippi. The Oconaluftee Cherokee of North Carolina watched for 7 years, wondering when would be their turn to go. The Georgia Cherokee were the last to go. The Oconaluftee Cherokee of North Carolina still remain. Choctaw, Seminole, Chickasaw Creek, When will it be, O Kolovich? When will it be, O Kolovich? Grandfather used to sing to me, never forget the trail of tears, never forget you are Cherokee. When I was young, I'd roam the hills, sit on moss beneath the trees, listening for a snapping twig in the softly rattling leaves. Now the hills are far away, my window doesn't see the sky. My mind goes back to those misty hills in the land of the Cherokee. Am I different? I don't know. Way up here they treat me fine. Should I pack and go back home? Do I belong among my kind? I could go up on the misty hills, sit down on the moss, and let the silence fill my heart and the breeze cleanse my mind. It hardly matters anymore. It was all so long ago. It happened in a different world, that barefoot winter in the snow. They gave them smallpox blankets for warmth. 4,000 people died under General Winfield Scott. The demon never tried. Choctaw, Seminole, Chickasaw Creek, when will it be, O Kolovich? When will it be, O Kolovich? Grandfather used to sing to me, never forget the trail of tears, never forget you are Cherokee. Thank you very much.
What is the story behind that, Stan? Do you have Native American in your
I'm a little bit Chippewa, so is Peggy.
Wow, wow. That's a really powerful song.
And we lived in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, which is pretty close to Cherokee, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nice. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Mr. Mark, you gonna rip something up? Here we go.
Yeah. Rip it up.
Rip it up.
Okay. Just do it. Better Lou. Okay. Here's Bob Seger's song.
Okay.
We're going to tear this one up. Have you heard the news all over town? Have haven't heard it, boys, you better sit down. Just got the word hot off the press. Better sit down, take a deep breath. Everybody better hold on tight, because Betty Lou's getting out tonight. Let's turn it down on 12th and Main. Poor druggist, he was going insane. Didn't selling now like ever before. Driven up and had to close the store. All the boys are getting ready to buy, because Betty Lou's getting out tonight. Betty Lou's getting out tonight. Betty Lou's getting out tonight. She was bad, mama got mad. Now her mama says it's alright. All the boys are getting ready to find, 'cause Betty Lou's getting out tonight. Let's stumble on. Betty Lou, Betty Lou, it's really true. Betty Lou's getting out tonight. Betty Lou's getting out tonight. She was bad, mama got mad. Now her mama says it's alright. All the boys are getting ready to fight, because Betty Lou's getting out tonight. All the boys are getting ready to fight, because Betty Lou's getting out tonight. All the boys are getting ready to fight, because Betty Lou's getting out tonight.
If you're wondering what Greg's doing over in the corner, he's getting into that mic.
I stole his mic stand.
We didn't steal it. We traded for something.
Traded.
Oh yeah, the hand drum. Want to do that one?
Is that later?
Yeah.
You want it name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Says Ron East. Getting out of town, so I'm just going
Get my glasses on.
They got the music stand now anyway, Stan, so.
That was too close to me.
Ah, there you go. We'll go back to the drum over here.
You want me to play? I mean,
I'm just
You're not gonna
I'm
do it?
just gonna sing.
okay.
Leaving home out on the road, I've been down before. Riding along in this big old jet plane, I've been thinking about my home. But my love keeps seems so far away, and I feel like it's all been done. Somebody trying to make me stay, you know I got to be moving on. Big old jet airliner, don't carry me too far away. Big old jet airliner, 'cause it's here that I got to stay. Goodbye to all my friends at home. Goodbye to people I trusted. I got to go out and make my way. I might get rich, you know, I might get busted, but my heart keeps calling me backwards as I get on the 707. Riding high, I got tears in my eyes. You know you got to go through hell before you get to heaven. Big old jet airliner, don't carry me too far away. Big old jet airliner, 'cause it's here that I got to stay. Touching down in New England town, feel the heat coming down. I got to keep on keeping on. You know the big wheel keeps on spinning round, and with some hesitation, you know that I can surely see that I don't want to get caught up in those funky kicks going down in the city. Big old jet airliner, don't carry me too far away. Big old jet airliner, 'cause it's here where I got to stay. Big old jet airliner, carry me to my home. Big old jet airliner, 'cause it's there that I belong. Thank you.
Good job, Stan.
Thank you.
I kept thinking you had an imaginary friend in that corner.
You got when we walked back and
Yeah,
forth.
talking to the speaker.
I was talking to the speaker. That's correct. The speaker's holding the microphone. Well, if I had a nice, beautiful lady holding this microphone, I'd be talking to her, wouldn't I? That's okay. We're talking to the speaker tonight. Mr. Speaker. Oh, excuse me. Mr. Speaker. That's Mr. Speaker.
Well, why don't we tell that story about that song that we just did?
All right, sure.
It's
yeah,
an incredible.
you tell
Okay,
it.
I can't say the guy's name who wrote it.
Well, it's foreign, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, one of those guys. A foreigner.
Well, anyway, this guy was
He's from Canada.
no, he was from San Francisco,
Oh, it was
and he wrote the song.
Oh, actually, his name was Paul Penn.
There it is, Paul Pena. Isn't it Pena?
Yeah, well, maybe it was. No, it's Pena. Sorry, I got to put
Pena.
my glasses
Paul
back
Pena.
on. Paul Pena.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the guy.
You played soccer.
But he's a really interesting person because he's a blind street singer in San Francisco, and very poor, homeless basically, and he played the blues on the street, and he was very good, and he just had his guitar and opened the guitar case, and people throw money in it for him because he was so good playing. Well, he wrote that song, and then a guy named Steve Miller come along and made a different version. That what we just did was completely different than what Paul Pena had written. And so, if you want to, you can get on YouTube and hear him do his version, which is awesome. It really is. It's really bluesy and completely different from Steve Miller's version. But what Paul Pena did, he had a place then. After a while, he got this money, and so he got a place. And he loved shortwave radio. He got on shortwave radio and was listening to, I think, Chinese station or something. And he heard this strange music. And what it was throat singing. And they were like this tribe up there in Tibet or something, and part of their religion thing was to sing in this unusual way, And what it is they create harmonic overtones with their vocal cords and their throat. It's throat singing, they call it too. Very strange stuff. I mean, so hard to do. Well, he learned this. And one time when the practitioners or whoever it was from China, they finally were discovered and they came to the States and they were doing concerts and stuff, and they were in San Francisco. And he crowded around and got up to where he was could talk to one of the priests, or I don't know how it was. Priests, I think? Monks, yeah, okay. And he talked to him and showed them how he could sing, just like they do, because he'd been mimicking them and getting recordings. And so they invited him to go to their home country and sing. And so there's a documentary about it that's really cool. And he did go over to Tibet and performed with them, and then he got up and played his blues. The blues really gets around the world, So that's the story.
Well, cool. We're down to like 10 minutes.
Oh, no.
Till the show is over. Can you believe that?
Wow.
No, I know.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It does. So you have...
Are we having fun yet?
We are. Greg.
Well, we want to get back to the blues then, don't you think?
Whatever you think. You're the
That's
blues
what I
man.
think.
Yeah.
This is another Jimmy Reed song that was popularized by the Blues Brothers. It's called I Ain't Got You. I got an Eldorado Cadillac with a spare tire on the back, with a charge account to go by, but I ain't got you, but I ain't got you. I got women to the left of me, I got women to the right of me, I got chicks all around me, but I ain't got you, but I ain't got you. I got a tavern, I got a liquor store, I got a number, a 444, I got a mojo. Don't you know I'm all messed up, I got no place to go. I got women to the left of me, got women to the right of me, hey, got chicks all around me, but I ain't got you, but I ain't got you. Hey. I got women to the left of me, I got women to the right of me, I got chicks all around me, but I ain't got you, but I ain't got you, but I ain't got you. Yeah, let's do that one for sure.
I don't know, Leslie just left me. There you go. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I know. Well, you may be busy. Setting levels for this one.
Okay. This song's by Paul Butterfield Blues Band, back in the 60s, and it's called Get Out of My Life, Woman.
Let's do a
this is
different
like
one.
a song I wrote, too. I wrote a song. Let me do that one.
All right, yeah.
Watch out. Remember that one I did? I'll do it.
Oh, God, yeah.
Listen here, people, let me tell you a story. Best believe you know it's true. About a little old thing that happened to me. Don't let it happen to you. Well, I found this little girl, she's so doggone fine. I just can't seem to drink her off of my mind. I tried a little smoking, I tried a little toking, but I can't drink her off of my mind. Well, I went down to the Ojai Club. I'd been drinking, I wasn't so dry. And there she was, just a pretty little thing, just a walking on by. Well, I tried my life, my whole dang life, just to find me a sweet little wife. I tried a little smoking, I tried a little toking, but I can't keep to make her mine. Listen here, people, hear my story. Best to believe it's true. Well, I'm trying to get this woman, but I'm going about it the wrong way, you know. And so, I'm in my imagination, she marries me, okay? And we'll try a little smoking, and we'll try a little toking, and we'll be happy for the rest of our lives. Okay. What were we going to do?
We were going to do that other song.
Right.
The one that really kicks along.
What was that?
This is the Get Out of My Life, Woman.
Oh, yeah. C.
C,
Okay.
BC, whatever. I'm at AD.
Okay, here you guys go. Well, no, you're the only guy here.
Oh, boy. I guess I am over here.
We need some help here.
Stand.
We need some
He's
protection.
going, can't feel like
that bad, huh?
We need a bodyguard.
Yeah. Oh, now Kit's getting ready.
Sure you want to end on this one?
Here we go. Get out of my life with. And there we go. 2, 2, 3, 4. Get out of my life, woman. You don't love me no more. Get out of my life, woman. You don't love me no more. Get out of my life, woman. You don't love me no more.
Yes, I do.
Get out of my life, teardrops. Gotta see my way around. Get out of my life, teardrops. Gotta see my way around. Get out of my life, teardrops.
I got heartaches by the pound. Gotta move on along. Get out of my life, woman. Gotta move on along.
Guys, thanks so much for joining us tonight here in the basement studio. I'm Leslie Kolovich. We've been listening to Greg
Benoit.
Greg Benoit. See, I'm over there with you, Greg Benoit. Or Class and Stan Adenberger. What time is it? All right, we're going to do a group shot. I'm coming out here. Everybody get to the dance floor. All right, Hound Dog, we're sending it back to you. Thanks so much, everybody, for listening. It's been a fantastic night. Have a great one. See ya.